Hi, welcome to Histamine Health Coach, where we navigate life with histamine intolerance and find ways to feel our best. I'm Teresa, your histamine health coach, and today we're looking into how women with histamine intolerance survive extreme temperatures. Today, I'm recording this episode in the middle of a brutal Midwest heat wave without air conditioning. Today's a little cooler outside, however, it's had a little effect on the inside temps. You see, since the evening of July 3rd, our air conditioning has been out. Temperatures have been hovering in the upper 90s with real feel temps around 80 degrees. And we made the decision to wait on calling for repairs to avoid holiday and weekend rates. But let me tell you, it has been rough. Sleeping is nearly impossible. The heat and stagnant air inside the house is stifling, and I've been waking up with headaches, swollen feet, and the kind of deep exhaustion that many of you know all too well. I'm taking cold showers before bed and again after my morning walks, but trying to keep it all together with very little sleep. And honestly, it's reminding me of how much heat can impact those of us with histamine intolerance and mast cell issues. Most of the time, we have the luxury of staying cool inside our comfy, air-conditioned homes. But when that changes, even temporarily, heat can stress the body, triggering mast cell degranulation and histamine release. This stress causes blood vessels to dilate, which can lead to swelling, low blood pressure, and lightheadedness. Heat also raises your core body temperature, which can worsen existing inflammation or increase the chance of new inflammation developing. Some common symptoms to watch out for would be nausea, brain fog, headaches, itching, swelling in the hands and feet, sudden bouts of extreme fatigue or feeling of exhaustion, not necessarily from lack of sleep, but directly from heat exposure. So let's talk about some simple things you can do to protect yourself when the heat cranks up, especially if you're like me and find that high temperatures trigger symptoms. First, if your house isn't cool from lack of AC and it's in your budget, don't be afraid to book a hotel room, even for just one night or two, so you can sleep. Sleep isn't just about comfort, it's essential for calming inflammation, repairing cells, and keeping your whole system in balance. I know it's not always possible, but if you can swing it, it can make a huge difference. Next, fans, fans, fans. Even without air conditioning, just keeping the air moving can help you feel cooler and stop your body from overheating so quickly. We've had every fan in our house going, and I actually purchased a portable rechargeable fan for my patio this year. It isn't big, but it keeps the air moving a little when there's no breeze and keeps the flying insects away. And of course, hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, but here's something that can make an even bigger difference. Try adding a pinch of Celtic sea salt to your water. It's rich in minerals and can help your body actually absorb the water you're drinking instead of just flushing it through. Another option, if you can tolerate them, is pickles. They're a great source of natural electrolytes and can help replenish what you've been losing through your sweat. Just like everything with histamine intolerance, though, test it. Listen to your body and see what works for you. Another thing to consider for staying cool, cold showers. Since we've been without air conditioning, I've been taking them before bed and again after my morning walks. It's one of the fastest ways to bring your core temperature down and to help calm your nervous system. Here's the thing though, cold showers give me energy. That's what makes them so great in the morning and makes them not so great in the evenings before bed. And you can run the risk of being awake much later than you had planned. But if cold showers aren't your thing, and trust me, I know they're not for everyone, you might want to try ice packs on your neck or chest instead. It's a gentler way to cool your body and can actually help lower stress too. Just a few minutes can make a difference. Also, timing matters. Try to get your outdoor activities like walks and errands done early in the morning or later in the evening when it's cooler. The hottest part of the day, usually between 10 and 4, is when you're most likely to trigger symptoms from extreme heat. Sometimes that means adjusting plans, but it's so worth it. And finally, please listen to your body. Don't push through your symptoms. Heat intolerance is real. If you start feeling off, nauseous, swelling, brain fog, dizziness, or just plain wiped out, it's your body waving a little red flag. Pay attention to those early signs and take action to cool down. Now, you might be wondering, is all heat bad? Truth is, not necessarily. There's something called hormesis, which is basically the idea that small doses of stress can actually make us stronger. You know, the whole what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah. Think about things like exercise, fasting, or even brief heat or cold exposure. In the right amounts, those stressors can help our bodies build resilience. For me, the first night of sleeping in the heat wasn't too bad. But as the stress from the heat built up, my body started to struggle. Here's the catch. For those of us dealing with mast cell activation and histamine intolerance, the line between helpful and harmful is really thin. I'll give you an example from my own life. Years ago, when tanning beds were all the rage, I used to tan. And every single time, I would itch like crazy from the heat. It finally got to the point where I realized it just wasn't worth it. My body couldn't handle that kind of heat exposure. Fast forward to today, and I actually use a sauna wrap pretty regularly. The difference, I can control the temperature, I can control the timing, and I always follow it with a cold shower to bring my body back down to balance. It's something I had to work up to slowly. It doesn't mean it's right for everyone. Bottom line, start small, listen to your body, and when in doubt, talk to your doctor or healthcare provider before trying heat or even cold exposure as a wellness tool. If you've ever struggled with extreme heat and histamine symptoms, I'd love for you to join the conversation in our Facebook group. It's called I Don't Eat Leftovers. It's for women only and a safe place to share your story, connect with others, and pick up tips for navigating life with histamine intolerance. I'll put a link to the Facebook group in the description of this podcast in YouTube. If there's a topic you're curious about and would like more information about, please email me at teresa@histaminehealthcoach.com. I'd love to get to know you and help you calm your symptoms. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind to yourself, and keep listening to your body. Have a great day. Bye.